New business. Who worked Route 66? I know Jim swept them. He got a clean sweep. Did anybody else get a clean sweep? They need to be recognized.
I got a clean sweep worked all 50 states as W6K.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty darn good. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's the first time that's happened.
I was working I think PSK as a mode is on the wane. I was on PSK for 4 days. I worked 15 contacts.
But everybody's gone to the newer.
It's all migrated over to
But
FDA.
you also have the distinction of scoring the first QSO as W6K for the event this year.
Big dog. Okay.
You beat me by 5 minutes.
So,
What can I say?
I mean, since we're talking about that,
dollar will get them a couple.
Everybody got a drawing ticket.
Kyle was the ramrod on this one, getting it all done. So kudos out to Kyle. We lack 6 countries for DXCC under Whiskey 6 Kilo.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 4,309 contacts this year. The majority of them were digital. CW went down. Band conditions sucked. Kyle has the report. I encourage everybody to operate as fun. This is not an OCAPA event, even though I've been running it for Oklahoma City. It's an any club, any ham that wants to do this. So for next year, I've already asked for the 1x1 to do Whiskey 6 Kilo again. Okay, so if you know anybody or you want to operate, we're a little lax in how we operate. Like for example, you don't have to be sitting in the median on Route 66. But anywhere that Route 66 goes by, like the greater Oklahoma City area, has 3 different Route 66 routes through it because they moved Route 66 when it was going through Oklahoma City. So, ample opportunity to operate. We do all bands, all modes. You know, sign up.
Yeah, and if you work if you're a Parks on the Air activator, like Lucian went out and activated a park as W6K,
Double.
he gets credit in his personal account on POTA for the contacts he makes as W6K, and we get credit for contacts that we make for the event. It's a 2-for-1.
Are those posted in the logbook of the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, not this year.
Okay.
Because I can't find the password for the Whiskey 6 Kilo on LO2W. But they are on QRZ.com.
Yeah, those are uploaded.
Yeah. And there's almost 8,000 or 9,000 contacts on over the last, going back to when I did it, so from 2014 on, are all in QRZ.com.
Yeah.
So
I looked at the Citrus Belt Club. They already have some results from a couple of the stations. Kingman, Arizona, who in the past have been missing in action, turned in 8,000 contacts this year. There was another one with 6,000.
Albuquerque
a
was
couple
over
of them with
8,000.
6,000. We're probably going to end up about number 4 in the 23 stations that are operating this year.
I mean,
Everybody got a drawing ticket. Everybody's got a drawing ticket. Okay, we need a independent, uncommitted,
she's standing next to you.
somebody that doesn't make any difference. So Barb, draw a ticket.
If I draw my own, I'm sorry. I want a radio that way one year.
Okay.
You still have it?
First,
No, that got traded in on my motorcycle.
Oh.
got a very interesting book here. It's one gentleman's trail through life as an amateur radio operator and how it led into a career in electronic engineering and so on, called Solder Smoke. Also have a couple of the handy-dandy OCAPA Aries sticky things up here if you want to pick up a couple. Person that takes this home is the holder of ticket 317.
Well, that's me.
Okay, congratulations. And we will have you draw the next ticket. Okay, thank you.
Breathed in a lot of this stuff.
I like the
have
smell of it.
a green Maglite and the world's almost shortest coax jumper, going to 335. 335.
In back.
Way in the back. Okay. Where are you going, honey? Go. And you pick it. Okay. Whoa. And our last item. I'm just going to say John, O-N-4-U-N. I'm not good at French last names.
DeVolder.
And DXing.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
John DeVolder.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll trade.
Sorry, no refunds. 330. Oh,
Nope.
you got lots of room to do low band DXing. Just want to remind you of a couple of things we have up here on the table.
Sam.
As mentioned, we have some of the Oklahoma ARRL stickers. We've got some of the DX engineering stickers. We've got some DX engineering catalogs. And most importantly, I know I've been beating the drum for this one for a long time. We've got the estate planning booklet where you can list all of the equipment you have and what you want done with it and its approximate value. When you become silent key, this helps your family out. They're not standing there saying, what do we do with all this junk? You can tell them what to do with all that junk. And you can either, it also gives you a page to
How many are in
appoint
your stack?
people to come in and help evaluate the equipment, take charge of it, and help, you want one, okay?
And I hope I don't have to use it for a really long time, but let's get things logged in.
And it can also come in handy if you keep it aside. Let's say a tornado hits your house, something of that nature, house burns down, you keep it in a safety deposit box. It's got some place where you have a list of your equipment and you can recover insurance for it through the American Radio Relay League Equipment Insurance Program, which I'm sure all of you have taken advantage of before. Which you should.
Obviously.
I'm going to throw in, since you mentioned the insurance,
I'm sorry.
I discovered that our OCAPA insurance had expired with the ARRL. And apparently they don't send out any kind of notification. So then I went in to check my personal insurance with the ARRL, and it had also expired. And again, I've not heard anything from them. And I think Tom had the same experience.
Yep.
So if you have or think you have, and I also discovered that if you let it expire, you have to start over and re-enter every piece of your equipment. You can't just say, re-up my policy. You have to sit there and enter the serial numbers.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I wonder if
So,
that's related to
I just, I brought it up. If you
That
have it or
can
think
work,
you have it,
that can work in your favor because I was going down through the list and I realized I don't have that anymore. I was buying insurance for it. So it's a good chance to review your listing. But take a look at this. I know a lot of people say, I don't want to talk about that. I don't like insurance. I don't like wills or trusts or anything like that. This is very important. This is not for you. It's for your family. Give some consideration to that.
my son says he's just going to burn the house down.
For the doctors.
That's the insurance first. If we have a good
We're just
index, I
gonna
don't
turn
have
it
to get
into
it done.
brass slag.
Okay, that concludes our meeting for the month. We have our reminder that next month's meeting is the week before Hammerama. And we've got the keys and display. So, thanks you for coming.
Is there anybody here that's an ARRL member that went ahead and renewed their membership, but they dropped the magazine because they wanted an extra $25? That was me, and this month, I don't know why, they sent me a magazine. Has that happened to anybody
My
else?
problem is, I didn't drop the magazine and do not get it.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I renewed 3 months
Don't send
before
out
they
notices
did
to
that
renew your
policy.
insurance.
Yes.
And I renewed for
Screwing
3
up the
years.
magazine.
Bingo.
So I get no books for 3 years and I paid the
Well,
3
I
years.
also was supposed to get the coffee cup.
I did.
And
It makes that
Mr.
one
Webb
thing
brought my
zero
coffee
effect.
cup.